Hi, everyone. I have the pleasure of interviewing the creators of the movie Victims. I'd like you to introduce yourselves, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm Rachel Daigh. I'm the writer, one of the producers, and one of the lead actresses.
I'm Hare, San Diego based, and I am a producer on Victims and also a production designer.
And I'm Mark Allyn. I am just an actor on the film.
Just an actor, come on.
Yeah, well, I was one of the family.
Yes.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about the inspiration for this film. You said earlier that it was based on something that happened to you or one of your personal experiences.
Yeah, it's a very personal experience. It's unfortunately, the opioid epidemic is huge, and I don't know that there's anyone out there that hasn't been affected by it in some way. And it's, a personal thing with my family, and I just really wanted to show all sides of it. I wanted to show the tentacles of addiction and how something that one person might be addicted to can actually affect so many people. So it was really important to kind of show everyone suffering from this pandemic, an epidemic really, that just,
It has a ripple effect.
It has a ripple effect, yeah.
And what has the movie been nominated for at this time?
Right now we're nominated for Best First Time Director, so Zachary L. Harris, who's one of my dear friends. We've also got a Best Actress. We've got Best Drama Short, I believe, and then we have Best Ensemble Cast, which I'm super proud about.
So you snagged the nomination for Best Actor.
No, that's actually Lisa Shallett. She plays Grace. I call her the lead. I feel like she's the lead in this. Like she carried it. She's the mom and she did an incredible job. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it. So, yeah.
I've been asking a lot of the folks tonight about how the pandemic affected their product or their creative process, because a lot of the work that we're seeing started just before the pandemic, was interrupted, had to be finished sort of midway through. How did the pandemic affect your project?
With us, we were lucky. We wrapped and we went to post and we sent it out to all of the film festivals. We started getting accepted and then bam, it happened. So everything shut down. So this is the first time, I've been with my family here in 2 years to walk and to talk about this film, which every person involved in this film was involved because they just cared about the project so much. So.
And what about you, Jane? You just, squealed with joy because it is an occasion here, because you are able to see each other in person and celebrate your film.
Well, and see it on the big screen for the first time. Yeah. We've always been able to watch it on a small monitor, and there's nothing like being in a room with other people, having perhaps a similar or different emotional reaction to something that you produced or are part of in another way. So, this is a really special evening. And we do see one another more often than just on set.
Yes.
But, and Mark and I too. But, this is really great to be all together representing such an important project.
No, I think we forget that it's so important that we make art in community and solidarity with other people. It's hard to create art just by yourself in isolation. Do you feel that too, Mark?
Oh, absolutely. And San Diego is really an incredible place to work because of the smaller size community. LA is obviously a great place to work, and there's some excellent people I've had the honor of working with. But when Rachel and I actually knew each other before Victims, and we went through this whole process working off of her amazing script, everybody felt like a family. And that's the way I believe it should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I know you've been nominated in the category of Best Drama Short. What is it that you hope that audiences will take away after looking at your film?
My biggest thing is that people who are suffering with a family member that is addicted to some kind of substance abuse, that they're not alone. That the kind of like the guilt trips and the attacks, and I'm hoping that when they hear this thing almost scripted verbatim, that it's like, oh, that was said to me, oh, it's not personal, this is an addiction talking to me, and it allows them to kind of take a step back and view things from a healthy perspective as far as feeling attacked, because they do, they feel so attacked a lot.
There's also shame, stigma.
Absolutely. So I really want people to know that this is something that a lot of people are dealing with, and it's something that there are support groups. Victims, if you go to our Instagram page, there's an entire thing set up on, where to find help for substance abuse and all kinds of wonderful information.
Can I ask you, where do you see this film going from here? Do you see it being marketed to a streaming platform or going through more festivals?
Well, I'd love to see it at more festivals. I think it opens conversation, especially when we can do a filmmaker Q&A, or even pull in a partner who has something to do with addiction, who may be able to reach people on a different level, whether they are someone who has an issue with addiction themselves or are family members. Because it really, as she said, it really does have tentacles to immediate family, but far-reaching family and employers, and just the greater community has an impact. So opening up that conversation, I think, is really a key part of it. So festivals, I mean, of course, we'd love distribution. We'd love to see it on a streaming platform. But I think that there's importance to having the personal connection to the film first.
So would you like to encourage anybody who's watching to come and see Victims on Thursday night?
Oh, absolutely. And just to echo what these two ladies said, that I think everybody will be able to relate to this film. It's deeply personal for a lot of us that worked on it, but I think there's going to be, everybody knows somebody that's affected and had their life.
Sadly, that's true.
And that is sad, but I think it's a very timely thing. I'd love to see it go into the festival circuit again and eventually land on streaming. But I do highly encourage everybody out there to see the film, and it's a great conversation starter as well. I think everybody will enjoy it.
I'm looking forward to your Q&A on Thursday night. I really am. Thank you so much for your comments and your insight.
Really a pleasure.
Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you.